On the final day of US President Donald Trump's visit to China, the two leaders visited the Zhongnanhai compound in the heart of Beijing. A rare visit by a head of state to a former imperial garden where Chinese leaders live and work. For a visit that was very high on optics, President Trump was keen to highlight that the talks were a success.
This has been an incredible visit. I think a lot of good has come of it. We've made some fantastic trade deals, great for both countries. He's a man I respect greatly.
President Xi sought to highlight improved ties with President Trump and the United States.
So far, we've established a new relationship between our two countries, a constructive and strategic relationship. This can be said to be a milestone visit, and we've reached many understandings on cooperative outcomes.
The war in Iran loomed over the summit, and on Air Force One, the president gave more detail about what the two leaders had discussed.
On Iran, it's very interesting. He feels strongly they can't have a nuclear weapon. He said that very strongly. They cannot have a nuclear weapon, and he wants them to open up the strait. But as he said, they closed it, and then you closed them, with a smile. And it's true, we control the strait.
Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi reportedly said he was open to any support to resolve the conflict, including from China. China's foreign ministry called for a lasting ceasefire while renewing calls for the swift reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. During the summit, President Xi Jinping laid down his red line, saying Taiwan was the most important issue in the China-US relationship. Beijing claims the self-ruled island as its own and has not ruled out taking it by force. With an arms sale package to Taipei pending in Washington, Donald Trump said on Air Force One that he would soon make a decision on the matter.
On Taiwan, he feels very strongly. I made no commitment either way. We'll see what happens.
What about the arms sales to Taiwan?
I'll make a determination over the next fairly short period.
You're not necessarily going to go ahead. It was your proposal.
I'm going to make a determination. I'm going to see. I have to speak to the person that right now is, you know who he is, that's running Taiwan.
Experts say that the summit was about resetting US-China relations and setting up ongoing dialogue between the leaders of the world's two biggest economies, with President Xi invited to visit the White House later this year. The two leaders are also likely to meet again at the G20 in the US and at the APEC Forum in Shenzhen. Laura Westbrook, TRT World, Hong Kong.